Hey guys, this is Jeff with This Week with JTT. There have been word that Donald Trump tried to sign an executive order targeting flag burning. So basically, you burn a flag, you can face some penalties, and people had some pushback on it. I got a little bit of it on forums. So I'll go on to post link on so you can read the whole thing. There's a lot to absorb here from forums, but I can talk just some of it though. This one goes right here. Just go over here so you can see better. So I can see and talk to you guys at the same time. Trump signs executive order targeting flag burning. Here's what the Supreme Court has said about the issue. So like I said, I know people are going to say, oh, it's freedom of expression. So how come you can't do that with the pride flag? Well, you can't do the Israeli flag or any flag of any other faith or any other countries. If you're going to protect the pride flag and other flags, how come the countries that provide all these protections and freedoms get the same consideration? This is what it says here from Forbes magazine. President Donald Trump's executive order targeting flag burning, an issue that has personally complained about for years, has sparked fierce debate as the Trump administration tries to find legal avenues to prosecute flag burners despite a Supreme Court decision that declared the act protected by free speech in 1989. Okay, so how come you can burn the American flag and name it freedom of speech or expression, but if you do it to a pride flag, it's considered a hate crime? And there's a lot of people in this country that say they hate America. So, okay, fine. You don't like this country? Fine, I get it. Why are you there? If you hate the country so much, why are you there? Just saying. Here's some key facts here real quick. The executive order does not try to outright criminalize flag burning, but instead instructs attorney generals to prioritize the enforcement to the fullest extent possible to content neutral laws such as crimes against property and disturbing the peace. So in other words, though, if someone has an American flag in the front lawn, if someone sets it on fire, you're going to jail. Forget you're going to be arrested for vandalism. You go to jail. You burn his flag. That is very, very, very something sacred to him. You burn his flag, you go to jail for X amount of time. Yep. Next key fact. When you burn the American flag, incites riots at levels that we've never seen before. Trump, a longtime vocal critic of flag burning, said while signing the executive order. Yeah, I'm sorry. If you burn the American flag in front of a group of people are going to say excuse me? And you think about it, I'm not surprised. It's like me going down to Mexico and me burning down their flag. You know what's going to happen? They're not going to chase me out of Mexico. They're going to make sure I won't leave Mexico alive. Promise you. Oh, do I really got to go to Cuba, Venezuela, other countries around the world? Yeah, exactly. Okay, next key fact. A man who identified himself as a U.S. Army combat veteran was filmed protesting an executive order by igniting a flag on the ground near the White House on Monday. And a man was detained by Secret Service for igniting an object around 6:15 p.m. EDT, the agency confirmed to Forbes. I don't know what the heck the guy tried to light fire, but it's near the White House. He don't do that. That's dumb. Near the White House of all places. Come on, folks. Okay, and then the last key point, hold a sec. The next key fact, the man was turned over to park police who arrested him under a statute prohibiting lighting a fire in a public park. The Washington Post reported. Forbes has reached out to the park for further comment. Okay, cool. Now, this is like I said, long story short, I'm not going to go too deep into it though. Like I said, I'll post a link, you read for yourself. It's kind of weird, if someone burns a pride flag, it's considered a hate crime. An Israeli flag, if you burn an Israeli flag or Star David flag, hate crime. And in fact, I go on stand burn. If you try to burn a Mexican flag in front of a bunch of people from Mexico, it will end well for you. It will not. No, it will not. But for some funny reason, you burn the American flag, you expect the same people who feel passionate about this country to sit down and be quiet? No, they will feel a certain way. They will not be happy about it. They will feel a certain way. So the same thing, the pride flag and Star of David or Israeli flag, should not be burned and all that, the American flag should be, you know, given the same consideration and all that. But what are your thoughts on that, folks? Do you think like President Trump went too far on doing something to make sure that the American flag got a little bit more protection, or you think like that you think it went too far in terms of him preventing flag burning? You think Trump went too far, or you think that it's something should have been done a long time ago? I think the Supreme Court in 1989 said, well, freedom of speech and all that stuff. If that's the case, how come that's not, how come other flags are not allowed to get burned without causing a major riot? But other than that, tell me your thoughts on it, folks, in the comments down below. Tell me if you've seen either an American flag or any other flags got burned. What was the reaction right there? What did you eyewitness or heard about? Let me know in the comments down below, folks. Hope to hear from you soon. Peace.